Now stay tuned for all of that and much more. Also your headlines and a look at sports. But first we're going to take a peek at the weather to get you out the door on this Tuesday morning. So as you head out the door, there's really no need for a jacket or any rain gear this morning. That's the good news. Very comfortable temperatures to start the day. We're hovering around the 60-degree mark across the Tri-Cities with a few passing clouds depending on your location. After waking up to areas of locally dense fog, we'll have a day filled with variable cloudy skies. A few showers will remain in the forecast, mainly to our east across the higher elevations. Otherwise, clouds will gradually decrease as we head throughout the day. Highs today in the mid to upper 70s, but some locations, especially more towards the Kingsport area, may top out near 80 degrees. Partly cloudy skies overnight tonight with areas of fog developing late once again. Overnight lows in the middle 50s. Now fall, believe it or not, begins at 4:21 tomorrow morning, but it won't feel too much like fall for the next few days. Washington County taxpayers will not see an increase this year after county commissioners rejected a 23-cent hike by a lopsided vote last night. The Johnson City Press reports County Mayor Dan Eldridge, who campaigned for the office 2 years ago by opposing a tax increase, was scolded during a public hearing for pushing for the increase. Now a petition opposing the increase gathered the signatures of 800 county residents, and the County Republican Party delegates passed a resolution opposing the hike. Eldridge wanted the increase to help pay for re-roofing the Washington County Courthouse and Westview Elementary School, as well as to fund the school system's Smart Classroom Technology project. Commissioners will try to find other sources of funding for those projects. The Washington County property tax rate will remain at $1.98 per $100 of assessed value for the 2016 fiscal year. A Southwest Virginia coal company will soon shut down 3 mines and reduce its workforce at 2 other mines in Dickinson County. Paramount Coal Company, an affiliate of Alpha Natural Resources, issued a WARN notice Monday. The company will cease operating deep mines 44, 37, and 25 by the end of November. Paramount also will reduce its workforce at deep mines 41 and 26. The decision will impact about 96 employees. Alpha Natural Resources and its affiliates filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection last month. In Virginia, Congressman Morgan Griffith released a statement after learning about Alpha Natural Resources. He says, quote, "I am saddened by today's news that operations will be ceased at mines in Virginia's 9th Congressional District and that other mines will see reduction in workforce. My heart goes out to those hardworking Americans losing their jobs as a result. I encourage those impacted to contact my Abingdon office for possible assistance and a resource packet that contains helpful information and tools," end quote. A religious organization has requested records pertaining to the curriculum on Islam from all Tennessee school districts. Spokeswoman from the American Center for Law and Justice tells the Tennessean that the Christian-based nonprofit made the open records request after concerned parents contacted them. The organization is requesting records and information on what students are being taught about Islam and other religions, how students are being taught, and what resources teachers are using. The Tennessee Department of Education says the curriculum is designed to provide a deep understanding of how world religions have affected world history. Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis, who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples, said she's been called Hitler, a hypocrite, and a homophobe. In an exclusive interview with ABC News' Paula Ferris, Davis says she's been called these names after refusing to grant marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Earlier this month, Davis was jailed for nearly 1 week after a judge found her in contempt of court. When Davis returned to work 1 week ago, she said she wanted her name and title removed from the licenses being issued by her office. Now you can catch the interview coming up later this morning on Good Morning America. The ETSU Bucks are 0-3 heading into homecoming this weekend. Coach Carl Torbush held his weekly press conference yesterday afternoon. He said he knows this week will be an exciting week because of homecoming, and winning a homecoming game is a whole lot better than losing. The Bucks will have their hands full, though, taking on the Wasps of Emory and Henry.
We've had our 3 weeks of experience, battle scars, and now, you know, in my opinion, youth is not an excuse. We've had enough games now that we should be ready to play, and we know what we got to do the rest of the year.
This week's game is on Saturday. Kickoff is scheduled for 1:30 inside Kermit-Tipton Stadium. Staff at the University of Tennessee kicked off a statewide bus tour to recruit future Vols yesterday, and their first stop was in Northeast Tennessee. Dallas-Bennett High School was selected to be the first of 7 stops across the state for the Chancellor's Big Orange Bus Tour. Chancellor Jimmy Cheek, UT Admissions, and other campus leaders hope to connect with more than 2,000 students across the volunteer state. They will be showing videos, handing out free gifts, and answering questions from prospective students. Cheek says that Sullivan County is among the top 10 counties in Tennessee from which UT students come, and he credits that in large part to Dallas-Bennett High School.
It's a great school. We get great students from it, and we want more great students to come to the University of Tennessee from DB.
UT's priority application and scholarship deadline is November 1st. The regular deadline for high school students to apply is December 1st. You can find more information on the university's website. Kingsport police continue searching for a missing elderly man with Alzheimer's. This morning, there is new surveillance video of the 80-year-old Eugene Marshall. He apparently walked away from his home on Brockwood Circle around 10:30 Thursday morning. Now, the surveillance video was taken at the Sunoco convenience store located at 4001 Memorial Boulevard in Kingsport. He was last seen wearing blue jeans, a tan button-up shirt, and white athletic shoes. Now, he often dresses in layers, so he might be wearing a blue button-up shirt as well. Marshall is 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs approximately 150 pounds. He answers to Gene or Papal. Now, police believe Marshall could be somewhere around the East Stone Drive, North Eastman Road area. If you have seen Marshall or can assist the Kingsport Police Department in locating him, please call the number on your screen. Washington County taxpayers will not see a tax increase this year after county commissioners rejected a 23-cent hike by a lopsided vote last night. The Johnson City Press reports County Mayor Dan Eldridge, who campaigned for the office 2 years ago by opposing a tax increase, was scolded during a public hearing for pushing for the tax increase. Now, a petition opposing the increase gathered the signatures of 800 county residents, and the County Republican Party delegates passed a resolution opposing the hike. Eldridge wanted the increase to help pay for re-roofing the Washington County Courthouse and Westview Elementary School and to fund the school's Systems Smart Classroom Technology project. Commissioners will try to find another source of funding for those projects. The Washington County property tax rate will remain at $1.98 per $100 of assessed value for the 2016 fiscal year. A religious organization has requested records pertaining to the curriculum on Islam from all Tennessee school districts. Spokeswoman from the African Center for Law and Justice tells the Tennessean that the Christian-based nonprofit made the open records request after concerned parents contacted them. The organization is requesting records and information on what students are being taught about Islam and other religions, how students are being taught, and what resources teachers are using. The Tennessee Department of Education says the curriculum is designed to provide a deep understanding of how world religions have affected world history. Protesters crowded the McDonald's on Fort Henry Drive Monday to bring awareness towards animal abuse. The group brought with them what they call Abby, the abused chicken. The group called Mercy for Animals recently documented alleged abuse at McDonald's supplier in Weakley, Tennessee. The undercover video purports to show birds being beaten with clubs, spiked with nails, factory farmers stepping on the heads of chickens and pulling their wings or bodies to break their necks.
As a civilized society, I believe that it is our moral obligation to protect all animals from needless cruelty and violence.
Since the release of the footage, authorities charged the farm owners with criminal animal cruelty, and both McDonald's and Tyson Foods have severed ties with the farm. Well, Fish and Wildlife Resources are looking for a wounded and angry 300-pound bear that attacked 2 men after they tried to take its life. After the bear was shot with a bow and arrow, the animal went dashing back into the woods. Hours later, the men found the bear not far away, and that's when the situation turned dangerous.
The bear started to turn towards the father and son. The father, from what they're telling me, shot it again with his bow. The bear went after him and then turned and went after the son and got his son down.
Both men received scratches and puncture wounds. Meanwhile, the injured bear still lurking around the area. Fish and Wildlife says the bear hunters did not break the law, but they should have contacted authorities sooner since the animal is dangerous. Fish and Wildlife says that there is a valuable lesson to be learned here. Never approach a wounded bear. A national organization recently recognized Niswonger Children's Hospital for its efforts to teach new parents safe infant sleeping practices. The National Safe Sleep Hospital Certification Program named the Johnson City Hospital a Gold Safe Sleep Champion. In 2012 in Tennessee, 121 infants died due to accidental suffocation, asphyxia, or undetermined causes. Niswonger Children's Hospital officials say they hope to prevent these deaths by educating parents and caregivers about the safe sleep guidelines recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics.